Welcome back inside the Hershey Center 2018 NBA G League Showcase. Meghan McPeak. I'm joined by the assistant GM and the GM of the Long Island Nets and the Brooklyn Nets. You're a former player, so you have a lot of experience. When you look at the showcase, how does being a former player allow you to do your job as an assistant GM as well as a GM with both squads?
That's a good question. I think the first thing coming in here, I try to put myself in a lot of these players' shoes.
It's been a very busy 5 days for the 905. Specifically, Malcolm Miller, Alfonso McKinney, and Lorenzo Brown. Friday playing in Erie in the Eastern Conference Finals. Lorenzo Brown saw 25 game minutes. They then hop in a car service to come back to Mississauga for Game 2 here tonight at the Hershey Center. When I asked Lorenzo Brown if this is what it takes to be an MVP caliber player, he said it quite frankly, it's just another day at the office.
Up with the loose ball off the turnover. Miller in transition collects, goes right to the hoop for the layup. Ron Mays throws it to Hicks. And Hicks with the first one-handed jam of the morning.
You've got a different basketball journey than most players. You've had experience playing with Sacramento Kings. You've played in the D League as well. What was that moment like when you found out that the trade happened and you were coming back home?
I think I knew a couple of days before that they were trying to do something with it.
Added the two-way contracts to the NBA roster, so now instead of 15, you've got 17.
Right.
Your time as a player versus now, what have you liked about the evolution of the league and the way that the NBA, Adam Silver, and as well too Malcolm Turner are working together to evolve it even more?
I think they've done a fantastic job of working together.
In a moment, welcome courtside, Meghan McPeak, Gareth Wheeler on hand. And when it comes to the 905, they've dropped 3 at home. They had a strong fight yesterday in the second half, outscoring Delaware by 20. But they're looking to get back on track this afternoon so they can forget about that. They've got the Grand Rapids Drive here in town.
Absolutely.
Welcome back inside the Hershey Center. What we saw in this first quarter, a 10-point deficit. RGV, a team that averages over 121 points a game, did not even phase them. In that first timeout, Coach Brazzi reiterated positive. When you look at what he did, you see his stats there. Gareth, I did the numbers. I broke it down. When they acquired Davion Berry, they went 8-2 with him as their point guard on that roster. And you give up 2 back-to-back quarters against this Long Island Nets team. 30-plus points, 37 in the second quarter, 36 in the third quarter, and all of a sudden you're now in an old-fashioned shootout. Honorable mention goes to Milton Doyle, the Brooklyn Nets two-way player, goes for a triple-double, 42 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists, and he could not miss a shot.
Got Hicks to bite. Nice move. Pretty from Lorenzo Brown. Best gets a screen himself. Caboclo. Brown in the corner, 10 on the shot clock, crossing over between the legs. The reverse layup, he leaves that short. Noko with the rebound for the drive. Koenig comes up with it. He's in transition going against Best. Best somehow comes up with the steal as he got the strip.
Great hustle.
Thompson tried to go to the corner, has it taken away. Blackman left open again. Miscommunication between Barry and Savage on the switch.
Complete miscommunication.
You can't be unhappy if you're Coach Stackhouse, and they needed all 43 of those points. If this bench is rocking and rolling, we've seen multiple times that they've outscored their starters. Coach Stackhouse and the coaching staff are laughing when their bench can produce like that.
The lob, Caboclo there to take it away. He's got Best running with him. Euro step from Caboclo. And that got a smile from DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, he liked that.
He was at UNC. He was always a solid defensive player, just knowing where he needed to be on the floor. But Garrett, he's wincing up and down the floor, and he's actually done it a couple times. When it comes to the 905, they've dropped 2 of their last 3 games to tough opponents. A 4-pack, one of the new things they're trying through the month of November, as the 905 and Lorenzo Brown have first possession of the ball game. This is Kathon Savage, their first-round draft pick. And Caboclo gets things going with the tray ball from the corner.
It's a good way to start, Coach Stackhouse.
Ladies and gentlemen, when we return, they've had 1 game, but it officially starts when you open up at home. The banner is now up in the rafters. We tip off coming up next.